Hello, mentors. Welcome to Party 2, Greedy Gremlins. So this is the second game. Remember that in the first game, you just look at yourself and how rich or poor you were. There was a trigger, and you didn't look anybody else for the trigger, and then you gave candy, passing to the left. In this game, the trigger involves comparing your wealth to the monster to your left. So it's gonna be nasty, right? If I have more, I will take. So I will take if I have more than you. So if I'm richer than you, I take. Again, let's say these were the initial rolls and we're playing the 5 monster games. This is the initial condition. Know that, of course, there's inequity and it's not totally fair, but I mean, you have fairly similar wealths, except like, right, these two, it's a little low, really. But I mean, it could be much worse. So we'll see what happens. Again, you could, if you're playing this in a simulation, just with your manipulatives, you could use the small cubes and copy this over, leave this as your initial condition, don't touch this, and then just dynamically simulate the different rounds. Okay, so let's try to understand. You just look at your neighbor to the left, and if you're richer, you'll steal, right? I take if I have more. So this ghost doesn't take anything here, so it just stays like that. 6 here, bigger than 5, so he'll take 1. Not yet, but this is bigger, so he decides he will take this. 4 is bigger than 3, decides he will take, and this monster will actually also take 1. Of course, it takes if I have more, and my left neighbor has at least 1. Otherwise, you couldn't take. So let's do this. So at the same time, everybody slowly passes their candy or steals candy. Like this, and like this. The next round is very similar because now you're even richer, so you're gonna keep stealing. So this game looks bad, but it's really, really bad. This is what happens, still here, and still. This is now 0, and you can observe easily that if you're 0, you'll forever be 0 in this game. You cannot just reverse that. Now, it's still richer. So we have a chain of rich monsters. So just steal. Next round, steal. So this monster here could have started like, wow, I have a lot of wealth, so I'm going to steal a lot. That's true, but this monster will steal from him. So next round, steal here. Grab here. Now we have 2 zeros. Next round, I'm richer, I steal. I'm richer, I steal. I cannot steal anymore. Next round, I steal. Next round, same. Next round, here and here. Now we have 3 zeros, and the next 4 rounds are just what you are thinking about. So just concentrates, the wealth just concentrates in a single monster. So that's not too good. What happens if we revert it when we change the parameters? We say something along the ways of, I take if I have less, okay? So same initial conditions. So that's the natural flip, right? I'm gonna ask you to give me 1 if you're richer than me, just looking to the left. So he is gonna ask, right? He's not gonna ask because he's richer, nothing, and here nothing, and here nothing. So the only monster that asks is this monster. So this is what happens. And then still gonna ask, and this is 5-5, so it's not asking. So okay, let's play. So just moves here. Okay. He won't ask anymore because it's equalized now, but these monsters will ask because 4 is less than 5. Oh, sorry, and then not ask. Oh, and this will ask now, this monster. So we have these 2 moves here, flows, and flows here. Okay. Next round, this monster will ask. Okay. So let's just put some red marker, or you could raise your hand or put just any sign, it's fine, to decide that it's going to do something, right? That the monster is going to do. So it's not going to ask, not ask. Here is not going to ask. 4 and 4, it's not going to ask, and not going to ask. So just these ghosts asking. Okay, so like this. Next round, equalized. This monster is going to ask here. Okay, let's put it. Because 4 is less. Oh, no, sorry, 4, 4. So nothing happens. 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay, so I think we have all 4s. And of course, in these games, typically by the rules, when all monsters have the exact same number of candies, kind of everybody's happy or satisfied, nothing happens because they have equal. Of course, you could have some rules in which you break this equity. So note how nice this game came to be when we just flipped this rule. Okay, I hope you enjoy and you have more variants to explore the end states of the game. Enjoy and see you in another video. Goodbye.